What's going on YouTube? Your boy Falcon here, once again bringing you some Pokemon double battles. First and foremost, I wanted to showcase my team, the one that got me to Masterball Rank, and I actually had a couple people ask me about this, and I finally decided, hey, why not let you guys try it out if you can. And this is the team that brought me to Masterball Rank. And so I know it's hard to see because, you know, obviously I'm in the way, but behind my picture there's Galarian Zapdos, and it shows the moves that he has: Thunderous Kick, Drill Peck, Throat Chop, U-Turn with an Assault Vest. And then you got my boy Nihilego with Rock and Poison moves, Tornadus with Sludge Wave, Hurricane, Tailwind, and Heat Wave with the Life Orb. He hits pretty hard with it. Then you got Rillaboom with the Leftovers, also pretty offensive. He doesn't have Protect or the flinching move. I keep forgetting what it is. I always forget. Anyway, I'm such a noob. Anyway, that's what you got there. And then Chandelure, he's going to be the one using for Trick Room because he's a good counter for it with the Imprison. And then you got Togedemaru. There's the moves. There's the team ID. If you're interested in checking this team out, trying it out for yourself, there it is. Are these Pokemon all perfect IVs? No, but they're all pretty good IVs. So I think they'll do fairly well for you. So this is the team that we're using, obviously, and this is the one we're going to do. We're going to do a couple battles just to once again show you what we can do with it, and hopefully we can get a win with it. So we'll go to ranked battles. And Fake Out is the move that I was thinking about. I don't know how I always forget that. So right now we're standing close to 16,000 on our rank. It's kind of been a little rough going, but nonetheless we're going to keep trying to move forward on the ladder. So this is the team that I got. We're searching, and we're going to see who we get matched up against, and hopefully we can get a win or two for this one. So we're playing a comparable rank, so it's not that bad. So this is going to be a Trick Room team. Pretty obvious here. So I'm not going to worry about sending out Tornadus to help us with the Tailwind, because every single one of his guys is going to be slower than us because they're meant to be that way. So, but the one I have to throw out without a doubt for sure is going to be Chandelure. He is a must to have out there. I know I gotta carry Zapdos. I'm just trying to think who. I think I'm gonna throw out Nihilego. No, not Nihilego. He could have Follow Me, but that would probably be even okay. So I think I'm gonna go with Nihilego. No, let's go Togedemaru, Nihilego, and Zapdos. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go with his Lapras or Glacier, whatever his name is. So this would help counter him. Surely he's going to try and set up that Trick Room right away. So let's see if we can counter him and not let him get set up. And I think that's going to be the main thing. If he gets set up, we're going to find ourselves in a little bit of trouble. But I do believe that Indeedee and Dusclops. Okay, so he is going for the Trick Room turn 1. So Chandelure is going to go with Imprison here. He's going to Psychic Surge, which is whatever. Let's see. So he gets a special defense increase. That's okay. Dusclops, Frisk Us. I hate that move. I feel so just like we just got. I don't know, man. We just got frisked. I can't explain it any other way, man. It's a bad feeling. So we'll go with Imprison for Chandelure, so that'll stop the Trick Room. And I think I'm going to go for the Paralyze on the Dusclops, even though I know he's going to go with Follow Me, but that's okay. So that means that I'll paralyze his Indeedee, and then I will prevent him from using that Trick Room. So that should work out well for us. Imprison comes out, he can't use it anymore, and there it is. So now, Shadow Ball will miss against Indeedee, and if he goes for another Follow Me, then I'm in trouble. So let's go for some damage, and then let's go for the Zing Zap on... Should I go for Dusclops? Yeah, he's the bigger threat to get set up with that Trick Room. So if he goes for another Follow Me, so be it. He withdrew him. Who is he going out with? Oh, then I made a good choice because I did go with Electric move towards Lapras. Okay, never mind. He goes for the Follow Me once again. Hopefully we can get the knockout here on the Indeedee and we can get him out of the way. But we don't do enough damage, that I can tell you. And then we'll do some damage there. So I can guarantee you that the Lapras is gonna go after Chandelure. There's no doubt about it. We do outspeed Lapras, I think, both ways. Now the only way that that could affect us is Indeedee goes Follow Me again, and then of course at that point we have no choice but to hit Indeedee. So this is going to be interesting decision. I don't want to withdraw my Chandelure because he could withdraw in the Dusclops. So let's go Burning Jealousy, and then let's go with Zing Zap on the Lapras. He's probably going to go with the Follow Me, and he does. I'm assuming he's going to go like a water move here. But we might get the knockout on Indeedee, and we do, so he's out of the way. I'm not too worried about him anymore. Obviously, he's gone. Burning Jealousy is going to hit a little hard here, just a little bit, because you know Lapras is a tank there. So Hydro Pump comes out. We survive it thanks to our Focus Sash. So we're still good right now. We're still holding strong. Indeedee is out of the way, so that's the good thing. He's coming out with his Dusclops, and I have a feeling that he might go. He could easily go with Ice Shard on the Chandelure, which would suck because that gets rid of, you know, her. But excuse me. Yeah, this is gonna suck here. I know we can knock out a Lapras. I'm gonna go Shadow Ball, and then I'm gonna go Zing Zap. Hopefully he doesn't go for the Protect, because that would not be cool. And he doesn't, so we should be able to outspeed the Lapras, and we knock it out, and then we'll hit Dusclops with the Shadow Ball. It's not gonna knock him out because he has the Eviolite, but it'll hit him really hard, extremely hard. It looked like. He's going for the Nightshade. So he does get rid of Chandelure, but that's okay because we're gonna knock out Dusclops before he can do anything. He's probably gonna end up sending Glacier. So let's go with Zapdos. Let's go with Zapdos. And there it is, Glacier. Now what I'm kind of worried about here is if he ends up going for a an ally switch, that wouldn't be cool. But I think with what I'm picking here, we're going to be covered. If nothing else, we'll get some damage on Glacier. I'm not extremely worried about him because I do have Nihilego in the back. And then Togedemaru is going to survive whatever hit because he is sturdy on his ability. I feel pretty confident about this game. It just looks like it's just us versus Glacier. And every single guy that I have left has a super effective move against him. So I do feel very confident about this game, that we will win it, just depending on what this Dusclops is going to do. He might go for the Ella Switch, he does not. So we get rid of him. We don't have to worry about Trick Room anymore. And then we go for the Paralyze on this Glacier. And at least that'll give us a chance of him being paralyzed. And there it is. He wasted his turn. Obviously, he had no choice. He had to pick a move. But that's why we went with the Paralyze. I'm thinking here, I don't know for a fact, that he will probably, he just might quit the game. Don't know that he is, but regardless, we're going to go ahead and just hit him hard. And just try and knock out this Glacier. So we're going to Dynamax. I decided to go with the Zapdos here. Oh, actually, Togedemaru. I don't even remember who I picked. Because Togedemaru hits really hard. So regardless what Glacier does, he's gonna have to hit me with a super effective move, whether it's fighting or ground. So I'm gonna hit him really hard. This will bring his defenses down, and it might trigger his weakness policy, but I'm not too worried about it. Actually, he didn't have weakness policy, so this Steel Pike maybe knocks him out, and it does. So there you go. We won the battle. We did good. We countered the Trick Room team the way we wanted to, and we got ourselves a win. So yeah, that feels kind of fairly easy. One of the easiest matches that I've had here lately. It just worked out perfectly. Like, you know, who we sent out was perfectly to counter him, and we were able to get the win. So very happy about that. Let's go with another match, and let's see if we can get another win here. But I did show you exactly how. Man, we only went up a little bit in the rank. That's okay. I did kind of show you how I counter Trick Room, so that is exactly how I do it. I have kept Chandelure in the back row in the past, where it's bit me because they send out their Trick Room setter on the first turn, and I have nothing to counter that. So no matter what, if I see somebody, which here is the same case, I have to send Chandelure out first because the Porygon poses a threat to do Trick Room, and so I feel like I always have to send out Chandelure, always number one, and imprison. So that way it ensures that they're not going to go for it. Rillaboom obviously has the Grassy Glide. He gets a hit first, but most of his other guys are kind of slow. So I gotta go with Chandelure. I'm not too worried about going Tornadus here, due to, again, we're gonna outspeed most of his guys, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just a matter of who he's gonna send out first. I kind of feel like going Togedemaru again, but then again, I also feel like sending out Rillaboom. So I am worried about that Heatran, but I'm gonna go with Rillaboom. Maybe we can do knockoff on Porygon too, if that's the route that he ends up going. We're gonna go with the Zapdos, and then we're going to go with Togedemaru. I love that guy. I love that little rat, man. That little steel rat. He comes in clutch for me many times. I feel like he's very underrated, and I probably said that in I don't know how many videos already. So you know how I feel about him. I love him. I think he's awesome. He's a good. A lot of people say what a Pikachu would be for that generation. So okay, this is interesting because I can potentially find myself in some trouble here with that Urshifu. I'm not too worried about that Gigalith because I feel like we're going to knock it out here with Grassy Glide. But I do feel like he might swap, but regardless on who he swaps with or to, he's going to get hit extremely hard. So maybe we were able to knock out that Gigalith. That Urshifu I'm worried about. Last time Urshifu got us pretty good. Mind you, it was a faster Urshifu. And looks like he's going for the Dynamax. So this is kind of... Well, actually, he's going for the Dynamax on the Gigalith, by the looks of it. Yeah. I think that Gigalith has weakness policy. That could pose a problem. Regardless, so we're going to hit him really hard here with the Grassy Glide. Not as hard as I wanted to hit him, obviously, but that's okay. Weakness policy does activate. He probably goes after Rillaboom here. Actually, Urshifu goes after Rillaboom. Doesn't kill him, so at least we survived that turn. Burning Jealousy comes out and hits both of them. So now I got both of them at half. Burn the Gigalith. Wow, that burn come in so clutch, man. Oh man, we're very lucky about that. He does go for Chandelure. We do survive it, but he does cause a sandstorm, or he will cause a sandstorm, which will knock it out, and we're down 1. And so it does suck, but I think the cool thing about this is that we get the burn on the Gigalith, so it did its job in my opinion. I do kind of feel like that Urshifu is going to go for the Sucker Punch now on Rillaboom, so that will essentially knock him out. So that kind of sucks. So I'm kind of leaning towards going for a swap. I don't want to go Zapdos just yet because I feel, yeah, this is a tricky one here, man, because I don't think that the Zapdos knocks out that Gigalith with that one hit. I think we're just gonna go for it anyway. I don't think we knock out that Gigalith with one hit. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go Thunderous Kick here, and then I'm gonna go Grassy Glide. I still have a feeling that he's gonna do Sucker Punch on me, but Sucker Punch on the Rillaboom to knock him out. But I gotta try something here, and we can potentially be down 2. So if this backfires, and it does not, so this Zapdos should outspeed Urshifu. He doesn't, but I think we still find ourselves in a good spot. Even though Rillaboom does go down, we are gonna take out that Gigalith, and in return, we do take out his Dynamax Pokemon. And so I do feel like we are in a pretty good spot as far as that goes. Of course, that Urshifu does pose a big threat in my opinion. I do have Togedemaru left, so it just depends who he throws out next is what I end up doing. You know, who I end up Dynamaxing. I kind of feel like I'm probably going to end up Dynamaxing the Zapdos, just because he's just stronger overall, and he's just going to deliver harder hits. And so Tapu Fini comes out. I'm not too worried about the speed, because I do think we outspeed both of these guys. Actually, no, Urshifu outspeeds us. So I think we might have to go for a Airstream, and then let's go for a Zing Zap on the Tapu Fini. Might end up swapping out, but that's okay. At least we're gonna knock out somebody, whether it's the Tapu Fini that doesn't swap out. Oh, he actually swaps out Urshifu, which is the one that I was actually worried about. So might not be such a bad thing here. He has an air balloon, who cares? I don't have any ground moves to hit him with, so whatever. I'm wondering if the Tapu Fini protects. If that's the case, that wouldn't be terrible. What I do want here is the speed, because I want to outspeed the Urshifu whenever he does come back out, because I do feel like we're going to knock him out. And Tapu Fini does protect. So, yeah. Okay. We do get some damage on the Heatran, which is a good thing. We get the speed boost, so no matter what, we're going to outspeed. I hate to say it, but I'm not too extremely worried about Tapu Fini right now. So I feel like we're going to double up into the Heatran and just try and get a knockout on this guy. Maybe I should... I think we knock it out with the Zapdos alone. So let's go for Tapu Fini, even if he does protect with the Heatran. So Knuckle comes out. Our attack gets boosted by 1. We do knock out the Heatran. So I want to say that Togedemaru +1 on the attack should be able to knock out Tapu Fini. So I think we stand very good right now. So Zingzak comes out, hits Tapu Fini really hard, and she's out. She's done. So guys, once again, I feel very confident that this match is in the bag. You know, a lot of people can say, yeah, of course, it's been in the bag. You see that logo back there? Yeah. If you know the Falcons, you know a certain particular thing about them. And yeah, I never like to claim victory until victory is mine. So even though it looks very obvious that we're going to get this win, until I win 100%, I'm worried the whole time. But we do have the speed advantage on this Urshifu. We are boosted +1 on speed and attack. So he's got to be sashed, focus sashed. I mean, not scarfed. I mean, he's got to be scarfed. Regardless, this knocks him out. And if that didn't do it, then we're going to knock him out with our electric attack. So it didn't matter. We were going to get him regardless. So look at that, guys. We went 2-0 with this team. And know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go back to the screen for the rental code. And so that way, if you're interested in using this team, then you can try it out. I'm not saying this is a championship team. I'm not saying this is like a great team. But I tell you one thing. It got me to the Masterball Rank, which to me is a big deal. And so if you're out there, if you're struggling to get to the Masterball Rank, you can potentially use my team to help you get there. So you go to just like this. So when you get to the okay, so let me just show you where it's at. So this is the main menu. Whenever you are hanging out, main menu, you go to the VS, right? And then of course you hit the battle stadium. And then this is our main screen for the ranked battles and all that business. Of course, you got casual battles there. I never go there. You go to rental teams, and then I would think that if you are wanting to rent my team, you go to manage teams you're renting, and then you type in the code and all that business, and you're able to use my team. I think that's the way it works. I probably should have done more research before I did the video, but it's whatever. I'm sure you can figure it out. Either way, I'm going to go to manage teams. So this is the team that I'm sharing. So I'm going to check. It's already public, so it's telling me don't make it public. Well, it's already public, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to check. And so that way you can see the code again there at the bottom. So there's the code. There's the team. You more or less see what I do with this team. Chandelure is an awesome counter to Trick Room. The Focus Sash does help it stay alive. And the power that Chandelure has, trust me, even if they try to focus on the other guy, Chandelure is going to hit him extremely hard. So I think Chandelure is awesome that way. I think the base special attack is like 145. So it's pretty up there. So Chandelure, man, even though it doesn't have the best defenses, it hits extremely hard. If I had another Trick Room counter, I would probably try and put like a Life Orb on her, just to see if I could get hit even harder and probably just kind of dominate that way. But I think with the Sash, as you see, I've taken hits. They focus on it, which allows the other Pokemon that you have on the team to lay hits on the other guys. Nihilego I always go, typically, you want to get that +1 special attack going right away. So you're going to go with the Meteor Beam on its first attack. Unless you're trying to protect from somebody, you kind of want to get that +1 started already with the Meteor Beam. And you don't want to use Meteor Beam again after that. So the power herb that you see Nihilego holding, which is that little red feather, that's going to help it use the Meteor Beam that same turn instead of waiting 2 turns to use it. And so go Meteor Beam, and then after that go Power Gem or Sludge Wave, or if you're already +1 and you're very confident you can knock out another Pokemon with the next move, you Dynamax Nihilego and you hit him with the Max Rockfall, or you go with the Max Poison, whatever, I forget what the name of it, but when you go with that move, Max Poison, that move itself gives you a +1 on special attack, and if you happen to knock out the foe, that's another special attack boost due to his Beast Boost ability. So you're already +3, and that's not even counting your other guy that you have next to you, assuming that he's alive. So Nihilego to me is kind of like the boss monster for this whole team. Zapdos, I would kind of say that it's kind of like that as well, due to Zapdos being very strong. He also is not the best as far as taking hits, but that's why I gave him all offensive attacks, and I gave him the Assault Vest to kind of help him stay alive a little longer. And it actually works. Now, if he gets hit with a Max Airstream physical attack, he's done. Forget about him. He's done. Like, there's no way that he's going to be able to take many hits. Unless he's Dynamax, and even then, depending on who's hitting and if that person is boosted, he's chopped liver, man. I mean, forget it. Tornadus, if you watch my other videos, you know how I use him. If I'm facing a team that either has a Tailwind setter or a fast team, I'm going to send Tornadus out first to give me that Tailwind, get that speed advantage, and then I can hit that other person with your Nihilego. I can hit him with Togedemaru. I can hit him with Zapdos, because I'm going to go first no matter what. Those guys are not slow. None of these guys are slow. The slowest one I have on this team is Rillaboom. I think he has like 75 speed or 70 speed or something like that. So he's not the fastest. He's actually going to be the slowest. Now, of course, his advantage is the Grassy Surge ability and the Grassy Glide move. So that helps him move first priority, and it's going to hit really hard. So just kind of giving you some tips. Togedemaru, he does carry the weakness policy, and he doesn't stick around very long, but he sticks around long enough to knock out. With the weakness policy activated, everybody carries a fighting move and everybody carries a ground move, so it is very easy for somebody to trigger that weakness policy, and he's going to survive it so long as he only gets targeted at one time, because he has sturdy ability. It means he's going to, it's like a focus sash but an ability itself, and so that's why I think that works out really well. Ironhead, because he's steel and he hits fairies real hard, rock, ice, all that. Reversal is a super underrated move in my opinion, fighting move, because Togedemaru is going to survive a super effective hit with sturdy, so he's going to end up at 1 HP. Reversal is strongest when it's at the lower the health. I think if the Pokemon is less than like 9% health, the power of that move is 200. 200. So imagine Togedemaru, even though it's not a stab move, Togedemaru would hit with a +2 attack with a 200 power fighting move. Dude, that knocks out almost anybody. I mean, it's so overpowered, man. So as you can tell, there's various people here that can inflict massive damage in different ways. There's a lot of coverage here. Rock, poison, grass, electric, steel, ghost, fire, flying, fighting, flying. That's a lot of coverage. And so I feel that's why it got me to where I'm at now. Even though, obviously, I get it. It's not that high. But, for the longest time, I did struggle and to get to Master Ball rank, which I feel like many people do. And so, yeah, I'm not going to be one of the top masters in the world. But, I mean, I think it's pretty decent, being 14,000, 15,000, or whatever. Obviously, we're going to try and get in the top 10,000, but, since that's not the case right now, then so be it. But yeah, I do try to go with Rillaboom with the knockoff and try and get them items knocked out. Drain Punch is good to recover some health, and he has leftovers, and he has the Grassy Surge ability, which restores health. So I feel like Rillaboom stays on the field sometimes longer than normal because of that. He has very many chances to heal up. So long as he doesn't get targeted, because obviously there's poison and air and fire that he's weak to, and so that can kind of bring him back down. So anyway, this is my team. That's the code. If you happen to use them, do let me know or tag me, just because I would love to see how you did, or send me a message or saying, hey, look, I tried your team, dude. I went 2-0, I went 3-0, I went 5-0, or I went 0-5, I went 0-3, 0-2. What did you do that I didn't do? Kind of thing. So I'm always willing to share advice or anything of that nature. So anyway, my son's trying to get in the room. I am a dad after all, so I do have to live up to that reputation. I gotta go spend time with this guy. So there's my team. Once again, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, especially if you got to this part of the video. It means you watched it all for the most part. So I thank you very much. Let's just check my rank one more time. Just to see where we ended up. Not like it matters, because whenever I do it again, it's probably going to be lower. So after we had won the first match, we ended up at 15.5. Let's hope we ended up in the 14,000 range. I don't think we'll be higher than that. And so we do end up being in the top 15,000 there at that point. Good enough for us. Good enough for this video, nonetheless. So guys, thank you very much. Hope you had a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video. And remember to always like and subscribe. It really goes a long way regardless. I appreciate the view more than you can imagine. Thank you so much. You guys have a great one. See ya.